Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a super fun tag video. I was tagged by Mandy from Just One More Bag to join a tag that she created together with Laurie from SmilingCats Couture. And the idea is to pair bags with fragrances. And as soon as I saw their videos, I knew that I wanted to be in. Even though I am not super big on perfumes, but more about that later. If you're new here, my name is Lo, and I create videos about luxury handbags, contemporary handbags, sometimes some fashion news, and all things that spark a little joy in our lives. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and say hello in the comments if you are joining from Mandy's or Laurie's channel. So today I'm sharing 3 pairings, each matching a fragrance that I own to a handbag from my collection that I think captures the spirit of that fragrance. And I'll explain why I chose each duo, tell you a little bit about the notes, and maybe give you some inspiration for your own combination. So sit back, grab a cup of tea, and let's dive in. So we're going to start off gentle and elegant, and the first fragrance that I'm going to pair is Femme from Hugo Boss. So, well, throughout this video I'm going to share a little bit of background of the relationship that I have with fragrances. And I used to have a pretty big collection, but then I noticed that a lot of those fragrances, like, they went bad over time and I had to throw them out, and I just found it such a waste of money. So I really culled that collection till there's like, I think, half a dozen of fragrances left that I still use regularly or on occasion. And this perfume I actually never purchased for myself. I had it in mind to give it as a gift to somebody over Christmas. I ended up picking something else. So some time ago I stumbled upon this one in storage, and I figured, well, my collection of perfume is not that big anymore. So I just confiscated it and started using it myself. And I actually have been liking it quite a bit. I don't think I will be repurchasing, but it's quite nice. It's a very feminine scent. Apparently it opens with tangerine and blackcurrant. I'm just getting this information off the internet because I don't know jack about fragrances, but I do recognize the soft and citrusy sweetness that this has, combined with some florals, and apparently those are jasmine and lily. The base has hints of apricot and amber that also give it a bit of warmth and comfort. And it's a scent to me that never feels like too much, but it does make me feel put together. So the bag I am pairing with this is one of the fan favorites, the Chloe Marcy bag. I love this bag, soft, rounded shape, and the boho chic feeling, the tan leather, the beautiful stitching that you have on this bag, and the details. I love the way that it looks over the arm with like a flowy blouse, for example. For me, the Chloe Marcy is fairly approachable luxury. It's sort of understated luxury, yet mistakenly recognizable and special. And in that sense, it does remind me of the Hugo Boss Femme perfume. And much like the perfume as well, this bag is a perfect go-to for like coffee dates, brunch with friends, or whenever you're going somewhere casual and you need a little boost of easy grace. Then next up, we're going to move into something a bit bolder, and that is Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb. Now, I got this scent from my mom a couple of years ago, a significant amount of years ago already, for my birthday. You can see that I've used quite a good amount, and this is the, I think, 100 milliliter bottle. So one of the biggest, if not the biggest bottle that they have. And this is a scent that I've enjoyed for a very long time. I'm not really sure if I would be repurchasing it if it finishes, but that is just because I have already used and loved it for such a long time that I also feel that I'm ready for something else. I also used to have the Scandal fragrance from Jean Paul Gaultier, which I also absolutely loved, and I used it up. It was also a pretty big bottle, and now that it's gone, I just haven't repurchased it. Again, I'm still trying to just finish what I have in my collection, and once the time comes to delve into a new bottle, then I also feel like I do want to try out something new. In any case, if you love a joyful and outright floral scent, what's in the name, right? Flower Bomb. This one is it. Apparently jasmine, rose, orchid, freesia, touch of patchouli, and vanilla are put into this. And it feels like a celebration in a bottle. Outgoing, positive, perhaps even a little theatrical. So if we think about what bag could possibly match that vibe, I needed to grab my Fendi Peekaboo Petite. And this bag is playful yet sophisticated. Of course, you have the iconic shape, the beautifully crafted leather, and a sense of fun that you get from the Peekaboo, because I'm not really sure if the petite version will do it, but the thing you have originally with the Peekaboo is, of course, that you can open it up and that the bag will start smiling. And a smile on my face is what both this bag and the Flower Bomb perfume give me as well. The Peekaboo feels both classic and fresh. I love bringing it out for multiple things, whether it's to go on an errand, like a fancy lunch date, or basically anytime I want to feel a bit chic with a twist of whimsy. Pairing it with Flower Bomb just boosts my mood, and together they always end up getting compliments. For my last pairing, I wanted something that's even more powerful and also a bit mysterious, and that is what you get with Alien from Thierry Mugler. The scent is so unmistakable. Like, once you know it, I feel like you can smell it on anyone, anywhere. This perfume carries so far. It has deep jasmine sambac, Casmarin woods, amber. It is a showstopper, definitely a little bit out of this world, and it commands presence whenever you're wearing it. So I love this scent, but I'm also always very cautious if I wear it. One spray or spritz or whatever you call it, that will definitely do. I'm not going all over with this perfume, because I feel like you either love it or you hate it, and I don't want to be the person who offends other people with smelling like this perfume. So the story behind this is that I got this perfume in 2010 in Canada, so I've already had this for an embarrassingly long time. And for those of you who know a little bit about perfumes, you will probably recognize that this is not actually the bottle that the Alien perfume usually comes in. I think that one also has purple on it. But what happened is that I was in, I think it was Hudson's Bay where I got this, and they were running a promotion that if you bought a bottle, you could later come back for a refill of that same bottle. Well, the thing, of course, was that I was there for a conference and for vacation. And when I explained that to the sales associate, she was as kind as to give me the bottle that I purchased. And she already also gave me the refill, but they didn't have any of the actual bottles in stock. So she filled up the bottle that she got from a similar but not the same perfume. And I got quite lucky, because I think I actually got more perfume in this bottle than I originally purchased. So yeah, I haven't used this all up, and we've been going strong for 15 years. And there is another bottle of this still lingering around somewhere in my basement in storage. So I will probably be wearing Alien for the rest of my life, but it's been holding up well thus far. So I'm just hoping it still has some time to go, because yeah, this was expensive, so if I have to throw this out, that will be really wasteful. In any case, the bag that I am pairing this one with is going to be the Balenciaga Hourglass. This bag has very bold architectural lines. You have the top handle, which is pretty elegant, and I think this really captures the sort of avant-garde spirit that mirrors Alien's intensity. Like, this is a duo that you will pick if you really want to make a statement, whether that's for an evening event, edgy daytime look, or if you just need a confidence boost. And there is something about Alien and Hourglass together that just kind of makes me feel unstoppable, fierce, stylish, a touch mysterious. Of course, although I try not to offend anybody with it, be it either with the perfume. I also know how a lot of people feel and still feel about Balenciaga, even now that they have a new creative director. So it's also kind of pun intended that I know people find this perfume offensive, and I know people can find this bag offensive. And let's just hope, for the sake of this video, that two wrongs can make a right. So those are my bag and fragrance pairings for the tag. Thank you again, Mandy, for tagging me, and Mandy and Laurie for coming up with this idea and letting me be part of the fun. I really hope you enjoyed watching and maybe got inspired to do your own handbag and fragrance pairings. Please tag me if you do, or leave your combos in the comments. I'd love to hear them. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more luxury handbag inspiration and content. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I'll see you in the next one, and as we say in Dutch, doei!